Okay, so I'm coming to you for my final midterm or fall semester reflection on where I've come as far as digital humanities and on my path to becoming a digital native. First off, I'd like to use this vlog as a form of a communication tool to communicate with someone who's not here. We just found out in our DC training that our new friend Ryan transcribes these, so shout out to Ryan. Hope you have fun doing this, and hopefully we'll see you in DC. So moving on, if I had to guess where I am in regards to being a digital native, I would say I'm more than 50%, maybe 68%, between 65 and 68% on my way to being comfortable fully with being a digital native. Throughout this class, I definitely came in with a closed mindset. I didn't realize there was so much stuff out there, and even if it was out there, personally, I didn't really think that I needed to use it. I thought I knew Dreamweaver, could make a website, knew how to use PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Excel, and that was enough. I thought that was enough to include in the classroom, but this class has opened up my eyes to new technology tools that I can use to include. It's been a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed the projects we had to do. Although it was time consuming and it took a lot of effort on all of our parts, I think they were all relevant activities that helped us think about where we were going in the next year. I did like the iGoogle thing. I am about to enter a senior government class where they do a lot of current events, and so I'm thinking about maybe providing them an iGoogle page where they can go as like sort of a web quest to access what I want them to access, so they have no excuse. It's an excuse-proof classroom, which I'm all about creating. They have no excuse. They can go there, get their current event, and they're set. I definitely like the visual podcast we created on the museum. I wish we could have went maybe to a history museum. The paintings were kind of dull. They were informal and they were educational, but I would have liked to go to a history museum and create a podcast on that. In regards to something that we created digital that isn't in Digital Humanities, I love the digital video we used. I think that is an excellent way to get kids into history and a way for them to use their imagination and create. VoiceThread I used for a project. Plan on using that, like I talk about on my blog, for Miss Callan's hot spots in DC. And I think I'm going to try and use it at my new placement with something in regards to the amendments. I might have them maybe talk about the 3 branches of government and send it to my old 8th grade civics class, so my new 12th graders will be creating something for my old 8th graders. Of course, I have to talk that out with my teachers, but, it's just an idea. Something I am worried about is I am interested in maybe going to schools that have low-income children and schools that don't have a lot of resources. So although these technologies are great ideas to bring into the classroom, I'm hoping that these schools that I'm kind of looking at will have them, but if they don't, I have my laptop, but is that going to really create the effect that I want to create for the whole classroom? I won't be able to provide my students opportunities to use it because there's only one laptop. So that's one thing I'm kind of iffy about heading into next year, is if I do end up taking one of these jobs in a low-income area, number one, do they have the technology? And number two, if their scores are so bad, are administrators really going to be excited about me creating all these podcasts and voice threads? Is that really going to be enough for these administrators to be like, wow, you're doing what we need to do to hit the standard, or are they going to push me away? I'm not saying I don't want to use it, but headed in the direction that I'm in, I'm just looking for some feedback on how I can make do with what I have. So this is my last thing for Digital Humanities for the year of 2008, and hopefully in 2009 I will keep going on my journey to becoming a full digital native. I feel like I'm getting there. I threw in some WebQuest words and other forms of technology that I didn't know before this class, so I'm definitely on the right track. So until then, I'm signing off for 2008, and I'll see you in the new year.